Good day! Today we will learn about how to divide numbers with or without regrouping. So we will try to divide 2,120 by 8. So first, before we do the division process, let us relearn the names of or the parts of a division sentence. So this is called long division since we will solve these downwards. Okay, so this one, the 2,120 is called the dividend. It is the number that will be divided. And then 8 is called the divisor. It is the number whom the dividend will be divided to. And then the answer, which will be written here, is called the quotient. Okay, so let's start. Now, in dividing, you should always start at the highest place value of the dividend. So in this case, it's number 2. So we will try 2 divided by 8. Now, notice that 2 is smaller than 8. That is why it cannot be divided. So we will add the next number, which is 1. So it will then become 21. Now, 21 can already be divided by 8 since it is larger. So 21 divided by 8. Now, how many 8s are there in 21? So you can use lines, count 21 and then divide it by 8, or if you are familiar or have memorized the multiplication table, it will be easier for you. So 21 divided by 8 equals 2. So since 1 is the last digit in the dividend that we used, we will put the quotient on top of it. So again, the answer is 2. We will put 2 on top of 1. And then multiply the quotient by the divisor. So 2 times 8 equals 16. We'll write 16. And then we will subtract. So 21 minus 16 is 5. You can either borrow or just immediately subtract. And then bring down 2. So the next digit is 2. Bring it down. So 2. We now have 52. So 52 divided by 8 is equals 6. So we will write 6 on top of 2. 6 times 8 equals 48. And then once again we will subtract. 52 minus 48 equals 4. And then bring down 0. 40 divided by 8 equals 5. And then 5 times 8 equals 40. And then we will subtract 40 minus 40 equals 0. So, we can then conclude that 2,120 divided by 8 equals 265. Alright, let us try another example. We have here 376 divided by 4. So again, we will start with the dividend with the highest place value. So in this example, we have hundreds. So let's divide 3 by 4. So notice that once again, 3 is smaller than 4. So it is impossible to divide. Now let us add the next place or the next number beside it. So that's 7. So it will then become 37. So 37 divided by 4 equals, so if it is too difficult for you, you can write 37 lines like that, for example, like that. 37 and then divide them in 4 groups or groups of 4 and then you count how many groups. So if we will do that, or when we will use multiplication table, the answer here will be 6. or sorry, 9. So we will multiply now. 9 times 4 equals 36. And then subtract. So 37 minus 36 equals 1. And then bring down the next digit, that is 6. Bring down 6. 16 divided by 4 will be, correct, that's 4. 4 times 4 equals 16. And then we will subtract. So 16 minus 16 equals 0. So this number sentence or this division sentence is without regrouping. So no regrouping. That means the bottom part here should be 0. So the final answer is 94. Okay, let's do another example. So this is our last example. Let's have 3025 divided by 15. So since the divisor already has 2 digits, automatically we will also use 2 digits in the dividend. So the 2 digits are 30. So we'll have 30 divided by 15 equals 2. Okay, 2. And then 2 times 15 equals, now if you make the lines, it's easy to count, or you can multiply 15 times 2. So 5 times 2 equals 10, so that's 0, carry 1. 1 times 2 equals 2, plus 1 equals 3. So the answer is 30. And then we will subtract. So 30 minus 30 is 0. Bring down 2. Okay, so let's have 2 divided by 15. That is impossible, so it cannot be. That's why we will put 0 since 2 is smaller than 15. So 0 times 15, automatically 0. Anything that is multiplied by 0 is 0. Then subtract. So that's 2. Bring down 5. 25 divided by 15 equals 1. And then 1 times 15 equals 15. Subtract. So 25 minus 15 equals 10. And there is no more digit left in the dividend. So the number left here is called the remainder. Now we will write that together with the quotient. So remainder symbolized as R and then 10. So the final answer is 201, remainder 10. Now how will you check if your answer is correct? Now in multiplication or in division, you will just multiply the quotient by the divisor. So in the earlier examples, just multiply them and the result is the dividend. So we will try this one since this has a remainder. So we will do 201. So we'll use a black pen. So 201 times 15. So we will check if the answer is correct. 1 times 5 equals 5. 0 times 5 equals 0. 2 times 5 equals 10. So that's, and then 1 times 1 equals 1. 0 times 1 equals 0. 2 times 1 equals 2. And then add. So we have here 5, 1, 0, 3. Now we are not yet done because there is still a remainder. So we will add the remainder. So 10. We will add 10. So this will be plus 10. So that's 5, 2, 0, and 3. So notice that this one is the same. So that means our answer here is correct. So again, when you check if your division solution is correct, so you just multiply the quotient by the divisor and then add the remainder if you have remainder. But if there's no remainder, just stop on this part. Okay? Okay, now let's you try to solve the sample number sentences, sample problems in your book, in your lesson, and then if you are confused, then go back and watch this video again. Okay, see you next week. Bye.